So hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry, and we're going to be talking about the Spark Control X, and some of its functions, the key features, connecting the Control X to your Spark 2 and to the app on your phone. And also we're going to be talking about a few things that I found out about the app, and Control X. I do want to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel and future subscribers. I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel a lot. And, speaking of which, if you haven't subscribed and you like the video, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
The Spark Control X is just one of those things that I like. It's just saves space. You don't have pedals laying all over the place and such. And if you live in a small apartment, you don't have room for a bunch of pedals and stuff like that. This is a great alternative to that. The Spark X really helps out. I got a small room, and I don't have all the pedals, but you got all the digital pedals right here on the app, and connected to that, to the Spark, you got control beyond measure. I enjoy it, and it really takes a load off. You don't have a bunch of other pedals and stuff like that, but we're going to be talking about the Control X and the key features. We're going to look at the Control X. Right now, as far as the buttons, you got 6 switches on here to control the different pedals that are on the app. And you got little indicator lights here show the switches on. And you got your power. And of course, you got your amp light that shows that you're connected to your amp. And you also have the app light that turns on when it shows you're connected to your app on your phone. So around on the back, we got a power switch, and we also have a Bluetooth switch. We got 2 inputs on the back also for your expression pedal, and then your USB-C for charging your pedal. Now, connecting these two is really simple. It's really easy to do. First of all, you gotta turn on your Spark 2 amp, and then flip your pedal around to turn it on. Now, it shows that it is effectively switched on, not really connected, but switched on. Now, you have to reach around the back of your amp to push in the power button. You hold that down for about 5 seconds, wait for the Wi-Fi light on top to start flashing, and then you can go ahead and you can let go of that button. So now you can see that my amp is connected to the pedal. And now next, we got to go to our app. So we got to switch. You see these 3 little lines right here at the bottom, right? You got to touch that, and it opens up another window that says My Spark 2. So you want to go ahead and tap this button right here, and it brings up another window, and it says Connect right here. So you go ahead and connect, and then you can exit out of this, and it should automatically connect the app with, there we are. So now we are connected the app to the Control X. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tap this button right here to get back to the amps and the pedals. Now I'm going to show you how to control these pedals, to turn them off and turn them back on again. Now, the gate pedal is the only pedal that you can't really change. So you got all your lines of pedals right here. You got your delay, your reverb, your mod, your drive, your compression, your gate. And you control all of those pedals with each click of the switch right here. All 6 switches. Now I'm going to show you right here on the app. The gate, like I said, is the only one that you can't change. I don't know why that is. It's just one type of gate. So your compression, your wah. Check this out. You just double tap on the pedal and it brings up all these other options. There's the Jimi Hendrix edition that, is purchasable, but there's your wah pedal right there. The rest of them are all compressions. And it's really neat. And you can do the same with your mods and your EQs. And then you can do the same thing. You got 39 different amps that you can choose from 1 to, there we are, 39. How convenient is that? And you don't have the mess of all these amps and pedals sitting around. Now you can do this with every single pedal and amp except for the gate. Now you see this right up here. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. A little white box with a 2 in it, or depending on how you have your settings, that number will be in there. Now what you do is you just tap on it and it should open up an edit window. You gotta close this out first. There we go. So this is the neat part. We're gonna switch stop boxes around in the signal. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to change your compression right here from the second spot to the third spot. So you come down here, you press on compression, and you see where drive is. You tap that. Do I want to overwrite this? Well, yeah, I want to overwrite it. So I'm going to tap overwrite. And come up here, click done. And it just switched the drive from the third position to the second position. So now we got to put our compression back in. And then we just tap on the empty area spot, then tap on compression, come up here to the top, tap on done, and voila, it has changed. The third spot is now the compression, and the second spot is the drive. How cool is that if you can see it there? Bet that is really nice. And you do the same steps to change back, or actually the same steps for just about every other function on here when you want to change pedals or amps. And then when you exit out, you click save. And then you click on the whichever option that you are working on. Like I'm working on this one right here. And if you can see it, yeah, there we are. Stop box mode 1. And then you just touch that, go to the top, click on save. You have saved that setup. So now when you look at your signal line, the second spot is taken by the drive. So here's the gate. Let me get this set up. I only have two hands. That's shut off. And now we're going to click on the second switch here, and that's going to shut off the uh, drive. Even though it looks like it's in a different, it's still in the same position, it's going to click off. So I click the, so the second switch turns on the drive. Let's see, shut it off. And we've initially just switched places. So you turn the, or hit the second switch again, and it turns the drive back on. Now the third switch down here, that has switched to the compressor. So we just switched places, not really in the signal line that you see physically on the screen there, but they just switched switches is all they've done. And I thought that was really neat and it helps out. So you just do the same thing in reverse order. Now, as you can see, my power is a little bit low, so I'm trying to get through this, but still get you the information that you need to run this thing. A and B switches show up on the screen. That would be for like different setups that you might have or something like that. It all depends on your choices and how you want to set this up. But it is really cool. I really enjoy the Spark Control X with the functions. You got all the amps, you got all the pedals, um, working with the Control X, all these combinations. I mean, it's just something that I thought was really neat. When I got this, the way it works back and forth with the app, and as you can see, yes, yeah, it's pretty tanky. There's pretty good weight to it. If you got a carpeted floor or something like that, it'll stay. I suggest if you want to put something, if you want to put it on a hardwood floor or something like that, you might want to put some type of rubber underneath. But it's a really great product. I enjoy it. If you got a small room, like I say, it works. It works out really well. Um, so, but you guys have a great evening. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Take care.